And then they actually had the unmitigated gall to refer to him yesterday as the constitutional lawyer or expert in the Oval Office. Yeah, right. Yeah, I got an old bridge here I'd like to sell you. GOP strategist, founder, the Keelen Group, the government affairs firm, spending 2 years as the president of that organization. Matt Keelen on the line here with us this morning. How are you, Matt?
I'm doing great, Bill. How are you?
All right, sir. And what do you think the ramifications of all this are? And a president who says seems to have the attitude, I don't care what the court says, I don't care what the people say, I don't care what the House or the Senate says, I'm going to do it my way or no way.
It's really stunning when you look at the history of what's happened over the last 5 years with Obama and the Supreme Court. And we've had 20 times 9-0 decisions coming out against his government.
Mm-hmm.
And in Bush and Clinton, 16 years, only 15 times that happened.
Mm-hmm.
So this court has really become the line of defense against judicial watch over executive power and the abuse of it. And I think Obama is not in the position he's been in other parts of his presidency where he was fairly popular,
mm-hmm.
fairly unpopular at this point. And ever since the "if you like your plan, you can keep your plan" debacle, he's lost the trust of a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
But I think right now the Roberts Court and the way that they've really come down on different cases and given a lot of different views to a lot of different people. For example, they did rule that Obamacare was constitutional. A lot of people were disappointed with that.
Yeah, boy.
But I think it built a lot of credibility with independent folks that they were willing to do things that were out of their political comfort zone. And this ruling is one of those things where Roberts swung back to saying, no, this is not something that the Constitution allows.
I'm hoping Judge Roberts realizes what a hornet's nest he stirred up with approving Obamacare and actually changing the wording of the law. But we're talking with Matt Keelen of Keelen Communications, political consulting firm in Alexandria, Virginia. Matt, there was another ruling yesterday. We're talking about Hobby Lobby, but there was another ruling yesterday that gave a smackdown to unions as well, or a form of unions.
Well, at least to the administration that was trying to go out of its way, and from what the Supreme Court said, in an unfair way and an unconstitutional way to give unions a leg up when it came to organizing.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think they're going to have to go back to the old-fashioned worker by worker, looking them in the eye and asking them for their vote, as opposed to having an unfair leg up that the administration was trying to give them. That goes back to also from this court saying that his recess appointments were unconstitutional.
Mm-hmm.
So if you look at it, the breadth of what's happened over the last couple of weeks has really been a damning conclusion on the last several years of the Obama presidency and what he's done in a way that they feel is above his powers.
Mm-hmm. We're talking with Matt Keelen of the Keelen Group and Communications, a political consulting firm in Alexandria, Virginia. But Matt, the arrogance of this guy is just beyond belief. He still says, and it's like, I'm going to do it anyway. As far as immigration reform goes, he said, I'm going to take care of that. If Congress is not going to do it, I'm going to do it. And that's been his attitude. And that's not within his power.
It's not within his power. And I'll tell you what, Bill, I don't think that he necessarily is somebody that cares about what people think at this point. This is all about politics.
Sure.
And what they're hoping to do is turn this into a rallying cry to get young, unmarried women out to vote and to raise cash from their base. I got over 20 emails yesterday, and I am not a registered Democrat by any means, from Democrat campaigns asking me, you have to send check because of the Hobby Lobby decision.
Yeah.
And here's what they're looking to do. Look, if you were the Democrats, would you want to talk right now about jobs, foreign policy, energy policy, healthcare policy, particularly pertaining to the price of your healthcare, or the manufacturing crisis on the border, or would you rather try to talk about war on women and they're coming for your birth control, which this does not do? It doesn't say you're not allowed to have birth control. What it says is that a private employer gets to make decisions on the plan that they offer to their employees. And if you read the decision, it's so narrow that Alito came out and basically gave the government easy ways out of this. If Obama wanted to lead, and actually bring the country together. Remember those promises?
Yeah.
Bill?
Yeah,
We were going to unite.
I do.
If he wanted to do that, Alito handed him the opportunity to take and do the same thing for these employers that he did for religious organizations. Just do the same thing. At the end of the day, if people wanted to get birth control, the government would provide a subsidy for it. So there is an easy answer. You think he'll take the easy answer? No, I don't. I think what he's going to try to do is go out and say Republicans want to harm women. In fact, they're already saying it. This is, the war on women, and Republicans want to be in your bedroom as opposed to having you make choices for your own body.
Yep, I heard Debbie Wafflemouth Schultz talking about that yesterday. Matt, keep up the great work. We'll stay in touch.
Thanks, Bill.
Thank you, sir. All right, Matt Keelen, who is with Keelen Communications and founder of that group, former president of that organization and political consulting firm in Alexandria, Virginia. Good guy. News Radio 1290 and 97.7 WTKS.